Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're going to talk about leadership, which is a topic we're going to cover over and over again. So one of the things I want to emphasize is that leaders are not the smartest person on the team. And my biggest disappointment when working with the team is if I ever find out that I'm the smartest person in the room, right? It's my biggest disappointment. And this is for kind of like greedy or selfish reasons. Because let's say I'm like the owner of a business, right? And I find out that I'm smarter than everybody else. That means I have to always like be on somebody's shoulder, constantly supervise them, make sure they actually do the work. Whereas if everybody else is smarter than me, then I could just put like a business on autopilot, and that would be incredibly fantastic. And all I have to do is just write like the checks, and eventually I get hire someone to write those checks for me, um, metaphorically speaking. But leaders in general, they are not should not be the smartest person in the room, and they need to be they need to be the glue of the team. So what I mean by that is if your presence isn't there, even though you have a team of very smart people, without your presence, the team kind of crumbles, right? And I don't know if you've ever seen like businesses or restaurants where it says like management and ownership fails, or not fails, has changed. And then like something about the business seems off after like the management has changed. Like maybe like in a restaurant, the food isn't as good anymore. Or maybe like the food is much better and comes out much quicker than it used to, right? Because the leaders had a process to make the business run more efficiently and had an overall vision of what the business is supposed to be. But the most important thing to note is that as a leader, you are not the smartest person in the room, right? So leaders are responsible for creating an environment where other people can succeed. And in fact, I kind of think of it as like you are the coach and not the player, right? You're the coach. And so if one of your players ever gets injured, do you go in and sub for your player? No, only if it feels like a life and death situation, but you would definitely never do that. So your job as a leader, whether in business or in life or whatever, is not to be the best or even be knowledgeable of what field you're in. Your job is to bring together other people who are smarter than you to do that. And I could just kind of give you a quick example with fix and flipping. So if you take a look here, this is a fix and flip that I did, and you can see that, it looks pretty ugly. And if I had to do everything myself, it would be a disaster and probably would have taken me more than 1 year, right? Now take a look at that toilet. That's a beauty. Look at that stain. They didn't clean that forever. And look at that shower. Yuck, dirty. Anyways, so I mean, it doesn't even have to be a big team. Like you have different members, so accounting, legal, general contractor. So in this fix and flip, I know a general contractor, and that general contractor has a team, right? So um, me as the leader, essentially, I am the least knowledgeable person about renovating properties. So if you took a look and just compared it here, most of this, like 90% of this was done in 2 weeks, right? So you can see like a world of difference, but it's not possible for me to have done this without a team. And as a team quote leader, I have to be the dumbest person on that team because I have to rely on other people and support them so that they can do their job effectively, right? Let's take a look at that. And yeah, so wow, right? So my point is that if I were to do everything myself and I had to learn everything about construction, right? Take a look at this. There's no way I would have gotten this done in like 5 years. No way. But most of it was done in 2 weeks because that's not the job of a team leader to be knowledgeable about what's, the thing that you're trying to do. Your job is to bring the people together to do the thing, right? Again, you're the coach, not the player. Don't ever try to play the game. Maybe you could play the game a couple times to kind of get a feel of what the game is about, but you really shouldn't play the game. All right. So this is Create Atlanta Mentorship, another video about leadership. If you have any questions, comments down below. If you're interested in joining our group, go ahead and click the link to the Google form below, or you can email us at finding out our email in the About section of the YouTube channel. All right. Have a great day, everybody, and we will speak soon.